Hello everybody, Randy Hilarski coming at you from Panama City, Panama. It's a beautiful day in the world of crypto. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. Ethereum quickly followed with a new all-time high over 4,000. Last time I checked it was like 4120. What a great day. Bitcoin's showing us that it's not going to copy 2017 now. So maybe we're going to get a continued 6 to 8 months of up and to the right. That's great for everybody in crypto. So bring it on. Quite excited about the news and seeing that happen today. But as many of you know, I don't hold much Bitcoin. I do get some Bitcoin divs because I hold a coin called Axion. And Axion is one of the copycats of HEX. It was actually the first one. And all of us HEX holders got copies of our HEX on Axion. And when Axion was having some issues, I went in and I was buying like crazy. So I'm a nice, comfortable shark over there in the Axion world. And every day I get Bitcoin divs for just holding and staking my Axion. Pretty cool little project. This guy's just moved over to Polygon yesterday. If you don't like it, too bad. I don't give a fuck, guys. It's my life, my bags, my wallets, my crypto. My family doesn't care what you guys do with yours, so don't worry about what I do with mine. So congratulations to the Axion team for making a successful move over to Polygon. They too were getting hurt by those crazy Ethereum fees that we were all dealing with over the last couple months. And it's not going to get any better since it looks like Ethereum is trying to pull a Bitcoin here and be a store of value. So expect to see Ethereum rise quite nicely. And I know a couple Ethereum whales, and they're all expecting $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 ETH in the coming years. Hell, it might even be months away. Who knows? All right, so let's get on to some other stuff. Sorry if there's a little bit of wind. It's a windy day today. Let's talk about HEX. So HEX has had a 50% pullback. It went down to about 22.5, 23 cents the other day. I do use Aurochs to decide whether I'm going to sell or buy my liquid. And a couple weeks back, HEX signaled, or Aurochs indicator signaled that HEX was a sell. So those of you know, you saw me post the indicator on Twitter and on YouTube and places like that, Reddit, and said that, hey, Aurochs is saying it's time to sell. It sure was. And it dropped 50%. And yesterday, the daily went green. We turned green again. So it's time to buy. But if you follow my post, I also disobeyed the signal because I continued to buy from 35 cents all the way down to 23. So did very well. You know, nice. Got to increase my HEX bags without having to add any more capital. I'm not a trader. I don't consider myself a trader anymore. It's just that it was so apparent. RSI was overbought. We had moved up so much. I think it was a 700, 800, 900% move. I don't even know what it was. It's so big, it's ridiculous. That at those prices, it was time to take some profits. So I did, and moved over to USDC, came back down, and I'm slowly buying back in. And now I'm all back in HEX. So there we go. That's how it works, guys. Those of you guys who do like to use signals to get your entry and exit points. Not necessarily trading, but exit and entry points. So where do we go from here? Well, we still have another 6 to 8 weeks of large stakes coming out. If you guys were like me in the early days of HEX, you made some bad decisions with your stakes. And one of those bad decisions that I did is I didn't look at Hex.Vision. It's a great tool, Hex.Vision. And X.Vision shows you where the stakes are. And I wasn't diligent in looking and noticing that October and November and December are terrible months to end stakes. Like, I have a very large one coming out in the next couple weeks. I mean, what was I thinking? So all you gotta do is take the pain and restake that shit. But I won't be restaking in October, November, and December ever again. What a bad choice. And all I had to do was do a little bit of homework and notice, you know, it was my mom who brought it up to me. And she goes, I told her I had a stake coming out in November. And she's like, baby, why are you putting it out in November? Don't you look at the times when the stakes are coming out? I'm like, oh, God, yeah, you're right. What a terrible time. People are going to be taking their profits. Some of these guys made $100 into $1 million, whatever. I don't know what it was, but it was crazy, crazy numbers. Congratulations to them. I was not one of the ones that had those 10,000 X's. Close, but not as good as those guys. So let's talk about some things that are happening, or what you can do to help the HEX community grow. My mom, once again, she's been motivating me to do some things. So she came up with an idea, and she's been helping people, onboarding people. And when she onboards these people, she gives them some HEX, and she takes them through all the steps and gets them set up with their MetaMask wallet and helps them set up their Coinbase so they can buy their, the old school way, right? I'm too lazy for that. I tried a couple times and people just disappoint me. No one wants to take their own initiative. So I get a little bit frustrated. When I got into crypto, there was nobody to help me, no one to hold my hand. I've lost, will be today, $500,000 just by making mistakes in crypto, sending coins to the ether, or sending to the wrong wallets. I've done some really stupid shit, and it's because we didn't have any good training. I'm not a tech guy. I'm not a coder. Back in 2014, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing, but now I do. So what I'm thinking about coming up when Pulsechain launches is that we are going to have a great way of onboarding new people. Staker app for one, and using the Pulse network to get people into HEX. So what my mom does, she gifts HEX to people, and then she helps them stake. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do it that way. I think I'm going to help them open a staker app, gift them some HEX, gift them some Pulse, and then have them stake in their staker app. It's going to be much easier than having to deal with all the ETH issues that we have right now. Because right now, when you set somebody else up, you literally have to help them by sending ETH as well to pay for the fees to stake. And what are they going to do in the future? Are they going to have to spend $1,000 to unstake that? It means you're going to have to hold their hands forever. But if I do it with Pulsechain, it could be, if I send them 3 or 4 Pulse, that should be plenty and enough money to help them unstake if they do a short stake. Maybe they're going to need some more Pulse in the future because the Pulse price will go up. But it'll be something that they could probably do right within the Staker app wallet. So I think it's a great way of doing this. And I'm going to call on all the OGs, all those of us who have been in from the beginning, to onboard people by gifting them HEX. I've seen some of you guys do it, and it's just awesome. I've helped a couple people, and I've actually made commitments to help some people, but I'm not doing it yet until Pulsechain launches. And like I just explained, ETH fees. I don't want to be responsible for these people for unstaking in 15 years. Come on. So that doesn't excite me. I don't want to do that, but I do want to onboard tons of people once Pulsechain launches. I have no problem giving someone $100 worth of HEX or a couple $100 worth of HEX and staking it out 15 years. Who knows what that could be worth, right? So it could be a lottery ticket for some people. All right, so next thing I want to talk about, and it's really cool. For those of you guys who don't know, I resigned, Annabelle and I resigned from Vigilante last week because of their continued bombardment against the HEX community and Richard Hart, which I think is total bollocks. This guy's talking shit about somebody, slandering somebody for no really good reason. I don't care if the OA owns 90% of anything. I really don't care. This does not bother me. For me, it's a benefit. It's a good thing about HEX that there's one person out there or one entity out there that owns a large portion of the HEX who is likely not to dump because they're not fucking idiots, guys. They're not fucking idiots. So, I had a conundrum. Randy, what do you do with your life now that you no longer have anything to do on your daily basis besides educate people about HEX, besides go on Twitter and help my son and be with my wife, those kind of things. I always need something to do. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't matter if you're uber wealthy or poor. I don't care who you are. If you don't have something to strive for, you're gonna have some issues mentally. I'm a former psych nurse. I've dealt with the super rich. I've dealt with Major League Baseball players, NFL players, hockey players. and I'm using those guys as perfect examples because after they get done with sports, they think, oh, I'm just done. I'm not going to do anything else. They have to. Mentally, you have to. You have to be motivated. You have to go out there and do something. So that's how I feel. I'm an all-star crypto player, and I don't have a team. Well, actually, I do. It's the HEX and Pulse team. But I have a new endeavor that I'm going to share with you guys soon. But I have to wait a little while. It's awesome. Using my connections. It's crypto related, but not crypto dependent. All right. So cool things coming down the pipe. I cannot wait to share it with you. It's probably not going to be until Christmas time when I share it with you, but I just want to let you know, guys, that I'm not sitting on my laurels just expecting to live off of my HEX gains for the next couple of years. I am going to continue working. I'm not even 50 yet. I have great health. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I did have some issues when we were in Mexico with my kidneys. Most of that's resolved now. I went to go see, had to do a lot to do with my blood pressure. I went to the cardiologist and everything's going really well. He says my kidneys are back to normal. I've really changed my habits. No caffeine, no coffee, no soda. Really decreased the amount of sugar intake. It was not diabetes related, guys, if you're thinking that. I don't have diabetes. So everything's going really well physically. I'm very happy and working out every day now, getting my life in order. Back in Panama, life's good. So just want to say thank you for everyone who sent me messages wondering about my health. Everything's going good again. Got to get it right. I got a son to raise. So I will share with you guys once this new business endeavor is ready. It's not a coin. I'm not launching anything on Pulsechain. I got enough worries on Pulsechain, guys. A lot of things to keep me busy over there. All right. So thank you, and keep following me on Twitter. And another one. Apex is coming back out. They're relaunching their app, so I'm super excited about that. I know Crypto Nomad, her and I, we both come from the Steam world, Hive/Steam, and that's where Apex was born. So I'm gonna hit Apex hard. It's like Instagram, but you got videos and pictures, and it's going to be relaunching soon on the Telos network. They chose Telos, which is a fork of EOS. So can't wait for that one to happen. I love their team, and 2022 is going to be amazing. All right, peace out.